Can make a man feel rich on minimum wage. Hi, I'm Corey.
And I'm Kara.
And this is the Storyteller's Travels. Today we're in Tylertown, Mississippi at Paradise Ranch RV Resort, and we would love to give you a tour of it. So please stick around and enjoy the show. Here's our tour of Paradise Ranch RV Resort. Here's the front gate that they keep housed all the time. Someone's here. And we will go around the gate because we're special like that.
Only because I really didn't remember the gate code.
Now, this campground has a high fence around it because they do have deer on property, red stag deer that walk around and people feed them. So we have to pull up to this automatic gate.
And pigs, they have pigs too.
Right, we also have a couple of piggies walking around. So you pull up to the gate and it opens up. For your protection, do not feed the deer, it says, or pet them. But I think people do both of them, feed and pet them, because I saw it yesterday. As you notice, the road is not paved in the campsite, and the campground, I should say. We are gonna head to the pool area campground first. So there's a large pool in the middle, and there's camping all the way around it.
A laundry room?
Yep, a laundry facility. Now you can see the spots are not paved either, but they are quite long. You will be able to fit any rig you have into this campground.
Looks like a little bathroom area, bathhouse.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. There's the big pool in the middle. We're going to show you the pool and the country store and everything in a little bit. Right now, we just want to do the tour of the campground itself.
Oh, these rocks make for a weird ride.
I don't find it bad at all. These fat tires we got on these bicycles. Now on Saturday nights, this place does have live music, and I'm assuming this is where they do it under this little pavilion.
Yeah, right here on my left.
Got a little recreational area with your cornhole and horseshoes. Here's a golf cart parking for the little store. Yellow playground, play area for the children. They do allow side-by-sides as well as golf carts to this campground. And had I known that previous to my trip here, I would have my Can-Am with me, but I didn't know. So we are on our bicycles, which I'm good with that too.
And we are okay with that.
Now we're leaving the pool area and we're heading towards the lake sites. So there's a little stocked lake here on the grounds. And you can fish and kayak as well.
It's actually called a natural cypress lake.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
I didn't realize it was natural. I thought it was man-made.
And there's supposed to be some pretty large bass in there, but it's only catch and release right now.
Okay.
Oh, here's the glamping.
Yeah, let's pull through there. Now here on the right, as you approach the lakeside, you have some glamping area, glamping tents. It's a rough little patch of road.
Yeah. Am I going the right way?
It doesn't really matter, but yeah, you're the right way. Let's go.
They
So
offer kayaking.
Yep, we'll take a left at the lake. A beach area, so you can swim in it. And then you can rent a kayak, as she said. There's a cabin right here by the lake as well. As far as the aesthetics of this campground, I personally prefer the lakeside, but it's really pretty. The pine trees are really nice and tall, and they offer a lot of shade, I've noticed at our campsite especially.
You got lots of ducks in there too. I see some mallards and some other kinds. Okay. Oh, there's a pig, babe. There's a porker.
Look at that big fella.
Oh my gosh.
Boy, he's a big fatty.
Oh my gosh. I wish I had something to feed you. That is so cute.
I don't know if that's exactly what I'd call that. Cute.
That is adorable. Hey, little fella.
So it's a really pretty lake area. Now, it seems like they got some sort of structure in the middle of the lake. I don't know what that's about. I don't know.
Where, over there?
Yeah, I don't know if that's maybe for so you can kayak out there and go sit over there. I don't know.
Oh, maybe so. Oh yeah, you are photogenic.
All right, let's continue our tour.
Look at his belly, babe.
I see it, baby. How y'all doing? All right. Now, these three campsites are situated together. This is BL 23, 22, and 21. They are cement, and they're made where you can face each other if you bring a group camping. And the only downside I can see is there's no shade, there's no trees around it too. But
No, not at all.
So, then we'll continue down the road. And there's a little loop back here. These spots are along the lake again. Let's see, this is spot what? Not sure which number it is. But really pretty camping. Now across this little bridge area is the primitive camping section.
Hey, little cutie.
Hey there, fella. So it's pretty neat. It's like a little island out here in the middle of the cypress pond. Now there'll be no power in it. Oh, I take that back. There is power out here.
I think a few of these have power.
Yeah, so there's a 120 volt outlet right there.
I don't think it was all of them. It was like just one or two had power.
Okay. Yeah,
Look how pretty that is.
it is. It's really pretty. Very nice.
This little fella is laying in the road.
Yes, he is.
Having his best day ever.
Right?
Watch out right there.
The rocks are a little soft in that hole.
Oh, yeah. That was almost too fun. It's definitely making me check myself before I wreck myself.
Is that right?
Yeah.
In fact, there's the camping area we're parked in. Right over here. But we'll get to that. So if you come back towards the glamping area and you take a left, you'll get to the other side of the lake. And so these will be spots 8 through 12 and cabins. 1, I guess. So there's a little group, a little section right there, 3 or 4 spots right along the lake. And then we'll continue down the road. Kara's leaving me. She's fast.
I'm swift. Oh, look at those. Is that a duck or a goose?
That's look like a Muscovy.
Oh, Muscovy duck.
That's the ones that are tasty, delicious.
Oh my gosh.
They are.
That spot would be cool.
Now these sites are all cement padded. Right here on all the lakes. 11, 10. And there's your cabin 1.
Damn.
How y'all doing? And these are also on the lake. It's 9, it says on the box. Now there's a little fire pit. So yeah, there's a little fire pit right here, and I'm not sure if this is a site or not.
I think we thought yesterday it was.
Well, I don't see any hookups, but here's a good view of the lake.
Boondocking site.
Maybe so. But this is a really beautiful little lake, full of cypress trees. Really nice.
Last night we must have saw 30 or 40 deer walking around, and I'm sure we'll see them again this evening, and we'll be able to show them to you. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat to think. Cara was really excited. They were eating out of her hand.
Oh my gosh, yes. It was so cool.
So, and this is, I guess this is just a bypass road, so you don't have to drive to the campsites.
I think the deer chow time is around 6.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
Meal time?
Yep.
Okay, now we're gonna head to our little camping area. I think the size of this place, Cara, is deceiving. I don't think there's a ton of camping sites, but it's very well spread out.
I think what I read was like 160 something total. Now that probably includes cabins, glamping, and tent. But they are adding on substantially.
Yes, they're adding on a lot right behind our camping area where we're at.
The name of our little area, is it PB?
It's P. P for pine trees.
Oh, okay. pine tree sites.
Yeah. I kind of noticed that the ones that were by the lake were BL, the ones that are by the Lagoon are LG.
Hey!
Hey, neighbors. Kayaking looks so fun.
Yes, it does. All right, so there's the P sites. So if you come through here, there's several more little cabins. CL6. There's a couple more over there that's not quite on the lake. Those are probably a little easier to acquire. And Defender. Gotta love a Defender. All right, so let's go check out the P area. Now these sites are closer together. They're not spread out. But the sites themselves are actually big, like where you park. They're quite long and quite wide. So if you're bringing guests with you, you'll have no problem parking them. There's 137 right there, 138. You can see there's two truck parks out outside right there. There's a lot of room for parking. Truck and Expedition park next to each other. And down to the end of that. And there's also this road here that just follows the perimeter of the property.
And this is what I want to call the deer interstate because they were coming through here all night long.
Yes, they were. We were sitting by the fire and we had them just passing behind us all night. Now here's the side we're on. And there's our truck camper set up. And I don't know if y'all,
storyteller.
I don't know if you can notice, but that's not a ram under it anymore. And we'll talk about that later.
No, it's not.
We had to upgrade. This is the Blue Lagoon of Paradise Ranch. It is closed at the moment for painting, but there's a shallow young children's area and then a very large pool. There's a zip line that comes from that tower. That's pretty neat. That you just fall.
You zip across over there.
Yeah, we fall into the pool. I'm not exactly sure when it's going to reopen. We're going to have to find out and let you guys know.
I think they said definitely before the summer.
I would have to assume they want to get it ready for the summer. I think that's a big draw to this place for people with families. There's these two large jumping areas. That's really neat. Kids have been all over.
I think I might go jump.
Yeah. Now over here, on this side of the lagoon, there's a cafe. There's
And
ice machines. There's ice machines.
Or bags of ice.
There's an arcade and a game room up top.
Oh, you want to go check it out?
Okay. We'll go check out the game room.
Oh.
We're upstairs now by the game room and we have a deck.
I'd have to imagine this is really pretty when it's all painted and filled and
I would think so.
ready to go. Oh, it's currently painting.
Yep, they are painting it as we speak.
Karaoke machine. The claw. some, what do you call this?
Foosball.
Foosball. Is it coin operated? Yeah. Bring change. Pool tables. This is cute.
Yeah, got a big Connect 4 board up there. So,
Like a little preteen area.
this is the little game room.
Really cute.
Paradise Ranch Cafe. And we'll take a peek inside. So we have pizza, got cold drinks, hamburgers, hot dogs. This is it. So, Kara, I would say this park has just about anything you could possibly want.
I think so. I'm definitely excited about the general store.
Yeah, so now we're gonna go walk and check out the general store. It's right over here, which has a connected bathhouse also.
And we're walking into the general store. Smells good now.
Oh, it smells like churros.
So there's swimming supplies, t-shirts, pool noodles. Kara found a hoodie she wants already. What she saw yesterday, to be honest with you.
Isn't it cute?
So there's regular camping accessories also. You got your firewood, deodorant, Band-Aids, toilet paper, your general stuff, fly swatters, bug spray, propane. We may have to pick up one of those. Sewer hoses, just about everything you need. Very cute. Oh, they also have drinks. You come get some beer in here.
Oh, did you see, babe?
Coffees, some little snacks. Very cute. Very nice to have on the ground, I would say.
All right, so we're entering one of the bathhouses, and it's pretty basic. It's very small. Got your toilet, your shower, and your sink, and it's right outside the pool area at the Lagoon.
As you can see, this is a very nice RV resort. They have everything here that you could possibly need. There's really no reason to ever leave here and go to town when you're here. Let's go ahead and do our scoring. Our rating system works with 6 different categories. We'll rate 1 through 5 campfires for each category, giving a perfect score of 30. So now that you know how it works, we're going to do our ratings. And our first category is what?
Safety and security.
So for safety and security, the gate is manned. There's people that come in and out of the gate, and there's also a code. Now, with that being said, there is a lot of people around, and your campsites are kind of close together. So, for instance, last night, I didn't leave my electric bike unlocked. I locked it up just to make sure nobody could take it. So I'm going to go ahead and say 3 for safety and security.
I'm going to go ahead and give it a 3 as well. Like Corey said, there is a gate code to get onto the property, which you're given at your arrival time. There are street lights on all of the roads throughout. However, none of them are on. I don't mind that, but someone might feel that that's not very secure. I'd rather it, the darker it gets, the better.
Me too. I like the dark.
I haven't seen anyone patrolling the area or anything like that, so that's why my score is going to stand at a 3.
So our first category, we got 3 out of 5 campfires.
Mm-hmm. Up next is cleanliness.
Now, as far as cleanliness goes, the park is really well kept. There's no garbage, anything laying around. I'm going to go ahead and give it a good solid 3. I think it's fine.
All right, I'm going to give it a 4 on cleanliness. I do think it's super clean around here. I don't see any trash around the property. I haven't seen a dumpster facility. Doesn't mean they don't exist on the property. I just haven't seen them yet. I do know that there is a charge for $75 if you leave trash on the campgrounds. So make sure you pick up your trash, and as always, good practice, always leave a site the way that you found it or better.
So we're at 3.5 for cleanliness.
Yep.
So what'll be our next category?
Don't mind my notes. I'm a note taker. I'm a visualist. Up next is facilities.
Okay, as far as facility goes, there is actually not a bathhouse in our little camp section, and I don't believe there's a bathhouse by the lake. And I think the reason that is, and I could be wrong, is because they don't allow tent camping, right? So I guess they figure everybody's bringing their bathhouses. Now, there is a bathhouse over by the swimming area, so you can shower or whatnot before or after getting in a pool. But there's ice on site, which is great, right? There's a washateria we saw. So I would say it's got everything you need, really, unless you are in the primitive area and you need a bathroom. You may have to travel a little bit to get to a bathroom. So I'll give it a 4.
No, I think there was one on the island.
Oh, there was a little building. You're right.
Facility.
So there was a little bathhouse on the primitive camping island. So I will give it a 4. They have what you need.
I'm going to go ahead and give it a 4 as well. I think that the country store is fabulous. They have pretty much everything you need, basic items, basic things. The price is definitely a convenience price. We got a 12-pack of seltzers and 2 things for our hammocks, and it was $64. But if you need it and it's there and you don't have to go to town or leave your campsite, then that's a plus. The bathhouses were basic yet clean, the ones that I did enter. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a 4.
All right, so we have a total of 4 campfires out of 5.
And up next is amenities.
So as far as amenities go, this place has got everything. It's got the large lagoon. It's got a zip line that you can dive off into. It's got kayaking. It's got fishing. It has a general store that's really got some cool stuff, and it's got everything you would possibly need. There's a game room. There's a cafe on. It gets a 5 for amenities, no doubt. I mean, this place has everything.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to say a 5 too. I think the lagoon, once they repaint it and get it filled back up for the warmer months, it's going to be spectacular. The lake is gorgeous. It offers catch and release fishing. I'm not sure if that's all the time or just right now. I'm not sure what's going on with the bass program in Mississippi. There's tubing on the adjacent Bogachitta River, which is just maybe a quarter mile down the road.
I didn't even think about that. Yep.
And then the free range red stag deer are amazing.
I didn't think about that either. That is really cool. That's a really cool draw to this
They're
place.
amazing. We got here about maybe 4:30 yesterday evening after we got our campsite set up, and the deer came out at 6 o'clock for feeding time, and there were just droves of them. They were just everywhere. It was really, really fun, and I got to feed some. It was really nice. And they have golf cart rentals too. It is a really large property, so if you don't have your own transportation to get around, a golf cart, electric bike, regular bike,
or side-by-sides.
Or side-by-sides. They do allow that. Walking around the property might become tiresome. So that's something to think about.
So we both give it a 5. That's a perfect score on amenities,
Yeah.
and no reason it shouldn't be. Absolutely.
No, it's spectacular here.
Yep.
I'm really enjoying it. Spacing is up next.
Okay, so for spacing, around the lake, I find there's a little more spacing. Everything's a little more spread out, unless it's a group site, which those are obviously together. But as far as the lagoon and right here on the P sites, the pine tree sites, you're really close to your neighbors. Now the sites themselves are big, they're wide, they're long. You can park several vehicles here. You can park the longest rig, the longest fifth wheel behind a dually, and you'll have no issues with that. But the sites are a little close together. I'll give it a 3.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 3 as well. The RV spacing is really long and spacious, north to south. However, I feel most of our camping area is fairly close together. And for us, definitely we could fit another rig on the side of us because we're rather small. But I think with most of these travel trailers, they take up pretty much all of the space in the back end sites. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a number 3. I mean a 3.
Number 3. Campfire 3?
Yes.
So we are 3 campfires out of 5 for spacing.
Up next is pricing.
Okay, as far as pricing goes, what was it, $60 a night? So I would say it is on par or even a little better than some of the RV resorts we've been to. I'll give it a 4 on pricing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 3. I don't think the price is bad. Now, we've stayed at some cheaper. We've stayed at some much more expensive. I think this is more middle of the road. However, I do think that what you get while staying on the grounds is really, really good for the price. However, it's a middle ground price. So I'm gonna give it a 3.
So are we at 3.5 campfires for pricing?
I think. And so overall impressions.
Overall impressions, I really like the place. I usually find I don't like the RV resorts as much because you're all stacked up on top of people. You're not in a state park or something where you spread out and have more room. But this place is really neat. It's hard to argue that having deer walk around your campsite is not really cool, right?
Right.
So I can take being close. Now, obviously, you can hear, we got our microphones on. You can hear kids screaming in the back. You can hear backup alarms on cars. Everything is kind of close. But it's really cool to see the deer, and it's a pretty sight. The pond is pretty. The lagoon, it looks like would be a blast. I'm gonna give it a 4.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 4.5 on my overall impressions. I think it is a really fabulous place to come for families. Corey and I do have a rather large family. We have 5 children. However, they're all grown. They're all adults now. So we don't have anyone to bring with us to go swimming in the lagoon or to go fishing in the Bass Lake or anything like that, and all the kiddie things that are offered, which are great. However, it doesn't suit a purpose for us right now. I really enjoyed the deer. We saw potbelly pigs this morning. There's ducks everywhere. It is just really, really fun to be here. We're more nature people. We're more gravitated towards wooded and water areas with the nature and serenity. And I really feel like I'm getting that here right now.
Well, good. So we're at a 4.25 for our personal.
I'm gonna trust your math on that.
That brings us to a grand total of 26.25 campfires out of a perfect 30. Now, y'all did see the truck change earlier. We have upgraded to a 2019 F350 dually. And keep a look in the description below. We will be filming why we did that video, why we upgraded. And I look forward to explaining it to you guys about why we felt a dually was the right thing under this camper. And I got to give a shameless plug to my channel, Everyday Man. I don't know if y'all noticed this thing sitting here. This thing is a beast, and I will be doing a review of it on Everyday Man, so look out for that.
So if you like our channel, please give us a like, a thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your friends, share it with your neighbors. This is something that we really hope to grow and take you along with all of our different journeys that we go on. We're fairly new to the camping world. We've only been in it since last July of 2021, and we are enjoying it so far.
So yes, learn from our mistakes, learn from our experiences, and we hope to see you guys next time.
Yep, stick around for some photos.
There's a couple of the pigs walking around the park. We saw a bunch of deer Friday, but we didn't film them. And then Saturday, we didn't see any. There she is, folks, in deep thoughts, trying to figure out the directions. You gotta figure it out.
Yes, we are here, and we want to go here.
but it don't work all the time.
That's how you do it.
How you doing?
I'm